Today we're going to take a look at Wacom's 3 Pro Pen models, the Pro Pen 2, Pro Pen Slim, and the Pro Pen 3D. We'll dive into their similarities and their differences to figure out which one works for you. First off, let's look at what's the same between these 3 models. All 3 Pro Pens will give you the same amount of tilt and pressure sensitivity, with 8,192 pressure levels and 60 degrees of tilt, respectively. They all work without wires or batteries, as is expected from Wacom, and these pens are all compatible with Wacom's newest Cintiq Pros, the Intuos Pros, and also the budget Cintiq 16 and 22. They'll also work with some of Wacom's older models, but not all of them, so check the description and specifications if you have an older tablet. When you buy any of these pens, you'll also get a pen case, a few replacement nibs, and 4 aluminum colorings, which lets you personalize your pen. Let's take a look at one of these pen cases. I really like the included pen case. It feels really well built. It's made of metal. And besides storing your pen, it also doubles as a place to store your extra nibs or for nib removal. These pen cases are not specific to each pen, so any pen case that you get will be able to store the Pro Pen 2, Pro Pen Slim, or the Pro Pen 3D. Now let's take a look at the differences. The Pro Pen 2 is the default option for most people because this is what you get when you buy any of Wacom's newer tablets. If for some reason you want to buy this separately, this pen comes in at 150 Australian dollars, which is right in between the Pro Pen Slim and the Pro Pen 3D. The Pro Pen 2 has 2 customizable buttons and an eraser. Next we have the Pro Pen Slim, which is really just a thinner, lighter version of the Pro Pen 2. It's also got 2 buttons and an eraser on the back. On paper, the Pro Pen Slim is only 2 grams lighter than the Pro Pen 2, but it feels way lighter to me. Personally, I find that the Pro Pen Slim is much more comfortable for extended use, and I find that I don't grip the Pro Pen Slim as hard as I do any of the other pens, which means that my wrist is less tired after a couple hours of work. The Pro Pen Slim is 130 Australian dollars, which is $20 less than the Pro Pen 2. Lastly, we've got the Pro Pen 3D, which Wacom says is made for people who are doing 3D work in programs like Maya or 3ds Max. The Pro Pen 3D is different because it has 3 buttons instead of 2, and it does not have an eraser. And maybe you're bothered by the fact that the Pro Pen 3D doesn't have an eraser. When I first started using Wacom tablets, I did flip the pen around and use the eraser tool a lot. But over the years, I've just naturally stopped doing that, and I find it's way quicker to just tap the E key or whatever button you've got set as the shortcut for your eraser tool. As an animator that doesn't usually work with 3D, I find that the extra button is actually very useful, especially when I'm using one of these Cintiqs that doesn't have built-in express keys like the Cintiq 16. I have the first 2 buttons on all the pens set to right click and middle click. So having this third button gives me the option of setting it to undo, or if I'm using my Cintiq as a second display, I can set this button to display toggle, which lets me switch between displays with just a tap. You can also set a button to bring up the express menu, which gives you even more options. The Pro Pen 3D is $170, which is $20 more than the Pro Pen 2. So price-wise, the Pro Pen Slim is the cheapest, the Pro Pen 2 is right in the middle, and the Pro Pen 3D is slightly more expensive. And that's all there is to it. I know this wasn't a very exciting video, it's just about pens, but you're going to be spending a lot of time with a pen in your hand, so it's nice to get one that is comfortable and suits your workflow. I hope you found the video helpful. Links are in the description as always, and goodbye.